she's so amazing. I just love her so much. She's
I
so
know.
amazing.
She was sweet and nice, and it's almost hard to understand how those dark stories come out of that like nice Midwestern person.
Except that they were funny too. Like that was
I
yeah,
know.
which is
The
perfect for
character
her
was
personality.
funny.
Yeah.
Oh
Though I
yeah, no.
really am interested in reading some of her other books now because especially the one she was talking about, Problem Child and was it
Jane
January?
Doe.
Jane Doe. Jane Doe. Yeah, I really want to read
Oh yeah.
those books. Yeah.
No, I
It
was actually
sounds
on
like a fantastic
Amazon reading, like the little blurb about each book. And every time I was reading another one, I was like, ooh, I want to read that one. Ooh, I want to read that. So like, and plus she's written, this is her 10th book.
book.
So our TBRs just got increased by 9.
Well, but she also is her alter ego is Victoria Dahl, and so she also writes romance novels, which I also love. So, and here's my problem is I like to read books in order. So I have to read the books as they come out because I like seeing the evolution of the writing style and as it
Uh-huh.
goes along.
Mhm.
And I think she said what 29 romance novels?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's there's a lot to read. There's a lot to read.
That's our life right now is there's a lot to read,
There's a lot
but
to, not a bad thing, no.
no. And to be honest with you, like I feel like I've read some of her books. Like Victoria Dahl's, like I mean, is a very like I'm sure I have, and you
Yeah.
too, I'm
I
sure.
probably have just
Yeah,
because it sounds her name sounds familiar, so I think I
absolutely.
have at some point. They're probably
Yeah,
in my Kindle, and I just just
that's exactly right. So like I think maybe we didn't add like 30 some odd books to our TBR, but pretty darn close.
mhm.
And I'm very happy about that because wow, like Bald-Faced Liar was literally a page turner for me. Like I did not I just if I could have spent 24 hours reading that book, I totally like I would have. Like every free minute that I had, I was reading it. So that was really good.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was some positive it's an interesting character, so we're trying not to spoil anything. So it's
Right.
the character is a very interesting character because you're in her head and you're seeing her thoughts
Yeah.
and her interactions with people. And based on the book is Bald-Faced Liar, that's based the premise, I guess, of the book. She's a liar. She's a liar. And so, and even I think she at some point she thought she was lying to herself about what was going on. She wasn't even sure what is real and what's not real anymore. And
I
so
agree.
it was a really interesting character to be in their head via, reading it. Because you're just seeing her world and people's reaction to her, like how she is received by other people as well. It was a very deep character. Yeah.
It was very deep and like a sort of a redemption arc,
Mm-hmm.
like with an asterisk next to it. But like yeah, like I mean and a nice little like a well, okay, well maybe a romance with it too. Like I don't want to spoil anything, but like I mean
Mm-hmm.
a very good story about a
Yeah, because she's
very
one of those characters you're like, ew. In
I
the very
know,
beginning, I don't know if I like her very much.
right?
Right. And
Like the first chapter, I wasn't sure.
no. And it's rare to get a character where you feel that way, but then by the end of the book, you're like, okay, yeah, I like you.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
her.
I care about what happens to you. And you have to kind
Absolutely.
of care about, what happens because this is her story, the
Absolutely.
story of her life. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you have to watch the interview because one of the things we say is how much like this character is a really believable character. It feels like she exists in this world and that you could go out and like walk down the street and you might meet her
Agree.
um for good or ill, for it's
But also the other, and that goes exactly what you were saying is her decisions feel real. Like
yeah.
they're not forced, like sometimes in fiction, you have your character make a decision just because that decision needs to be made for the story to happen. But in this one, I feel like the decisions that are made are things that, in the weird way that this character thinks, you would make that decision too if you were in her shoes, because you're trying to protect yourself and you would, so yeah, like I mean, I don't know. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah, that's basically what it comes down to, everyone, is we really enjoyed this book. Yeah.
And I completely enjoyed the interview with Victoria Helen Stone.
Yes.
Charming person, funny, like so like down to earth for somebody who's sold over 30 books and is like a successful author, and such a nice person, and had a great time talking to her about the way she writes, the way she comes up with her ideas, and such a fun interview.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
A great
you'll
interview.
definitely learn a lot just by watching it. So yeah, so if you haven't watched Victoria Helen Stone's interview, please do that. You can click the link that's going to pop up right now as we like close this out. And of course, please like and subscribe to our podcast so that you can get notified of any other future videos that come out. And we just want to say thank you and goodbye, everyone.
Bye.